Hey, anybody remember Hellboy the Crooked Man? The film that was promised to jumpstart the series and be the comic book brought to life? I made a video on how hopeful and optimistic I was about it, and it rewarded my kindness by being one of the worst movies I've ever seen. After I disappointedly turned off the television, I felt a sense of dread in my stomach. No, not from the sight of the Crooked Man, but rather if the Crooked Man had just dragged any hope of creating another Hellboy project down to hell where this movie belonged. That there may not be any ideas to revive the series. Not on my watch. What's happening, everybody? I'm Batwolf and welcome to my channel. Today I'm hoping you'll lend your ears so that I may pitch my ideas for what could save the Hellboy franchise. So with the geek facts out of the way, let us begin. Idea number 1, another reboot. The easiest option is to reboot the series with another live-action take. All new cast, familiar characters, and stories. Either preventing the apocalypse or more stories about Hellboy hunting monsters. This project would be a new, but risky option, as the fans' trust in a live-action take has been betrayed twice, and would make a studio less than eager to make another. This idea I'm the least interested in, but I figured I'd place it. Now, if this were to be made, aside from the actor who plays Hellboy himself, I think the director is super important. To narrow the search for a Hellboy director, here are some of mine: David Yates, Robert Rodriguez, and my dream director for this project, Sam Raimi. Idea number 2, Hellboy the series. With so many interesting characters, lore, and monsters, it seems impossible to really jam all of those ideas into one film. So why not make a series? A live-action series with the right studios such as Prime Video or Netflix would give this character and the series the budget and the platform it would need to truly shine. And it would have the advantage of having more time rather than your average 90 to 120 minute film. Which means that we would have more time to flesh out our characters, have a collection of monsters, and really establish the world of Hellboy. While the first season could easily be dedicated to the Seed of Destruction storyline, my suggestion would be to make this series about hunting monsters and allow us to fall in love with this world and its characters, then teasing future threats within the story such as Rasputin, Hell, or other insane creatures. For reference of what this series could look like, think of the first few seasons of Supernatural and the Witcher series on Netflix. Idea number 3, animation. We've seen plenty of our beloved characters adapted from the comic books and the literature onto the big screen. But where we truly see these comic book characters live up to their true potential is in animation. An animated Hellboy film would be the best way to differentiate between the live-action takes and would shed new light on the BPRD. There have been animated Hellboy films in the past, but I believe that this new take needs a little bit more edge. My recommendation for the animation team would be Fortechise, the team behind the League of Legends projects on Netflix, or The Third Floor, the main animators of the Predator Killer of Killers film. Idea number 4, Guillermo del Toro's Hellboy 3. Let's face it, as long as this character exists, so will be the hype around this film. There is no Hellboy fan that I know that doesn't want Guillermo del Toro's Hellboy 3 to happen. And the creators and actors of the original 2 have expressed their interest in finishing the series. The first being a spectacular translation from page to screen, and a story about the decisions people make and how they form who they are. To then making a second film that speaks more to how society treats those who look different. Both films have incredible visuals and stories, but this next film was supposed to have Hellboy tackle one of his greatest challenges, fatherhood, by raising twins with Liz Sherman. As far as I know, this new film was supposed to focus on Red raising his children with a new threat of his family from Hell coming to challenge him for his place on the throne, and would explore his royal bloodline on his human side by being King Arthur's descendant. I would love to see this get made in a live-action or animated take as long as Guillermo and Ron Perlman return. And with the relationship that Netflix has with Guillermo del Toro making The Cabinet of Curiosity and his recent Frankenstein film, I think they would most likely be the company that would head this. Unfortunately, the creator of Hellboy, Mike Mignola, and Del Toro had a falling out years ago over the creative differences. I do hope after all the years that have passed that something can bring these two together. Whether it be the love for the character, love for making good stories, or simply a check from a studio. Let's get these creators together and make a good movie. So here are my ideas for the future of the Hellboy franchise. But what do you guys think? Live action or animated? Are these good ideas or bad ideas? As always, let me know in the comments. I also make full pitch videos where I explore the ideas of who could direct, the script, and the casting for these characters. So if you want to see one of these ideas fully fleshed out in its own video, let me know and I'll put it in the schedule. Subscribe for more, and this is Batwolf, howlin' out.